All righty, good morning. Go ahead and look at this picture. This is a picture of a bear. Did you know that bears live in the wild and they eat berries, plants, honey, and fish? They live in the forest and sleep in caves or dens. What do you think our story might be about today? If we're talking about a bear, who do you think our characters might be in our story? You might actually know this story, but I want you to listen very carefully to see if there's anything different about this story than what you may have already heard. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a house in the woods. Papa Bear was a great big bear. Mama Bear was a middle-sized bear. And Baby Bear was a wee little bear. Each bear had a bowl for his porridge. Papa Bear had a great big bowl. Mama Bear had a middle-sized bowl. And Baby Bear had a wee little bowl. One morning, Mama Bear made some nice porridge. She put it into the bowls and set them on the table. But the porridge was too hot to eat. So, to give the porridge time to cool, the bears all went out for a walk. So, Papa's bowl, Mama's, and Baby's. While they were gone, a little girl named Goldilocks came to the house. First, she looked in the window. After a quick peep in at the door, she knocked, but no one answered. Now, you might think that she should turn around and go, but oh no. Goldilocks walked right into that house. Was that a good thing for her to do? Was that very wise? What should she have done instead? She was very glad when she saw the three bowls of porridge. First, she tasted the porridge in the great big bowl, but it was too hot. Then she tasted the porridge in the middle-sized bowl, but it was too cold. Then she tasted the porridge in the wee little bowl, and it was just right. She liked it so much that she ate it all up. Now remember whose bowl of porridge that was. Was that a very kind thing to do? Then Goldilocks saw three chairs and decided to sit down to rest. First, she sat in Papa Bear's big chair, but it was too hard. And she sat in Mama Bear's middle-sized chair, but it was too soft. Then she sat in Baby's wee little chair, and it was just right. She sat and she sat till suddenly, crack, the chair broke. Goldilocks picked herself up and looked for another place to rest. She went upstairs and found three beds. First, she lay down on Papa Bear's great big bed, but the blankets were too rough. Then she lay down on Mama Bear's middle-sized bed, but the blankets were too silky. So she lay down on Baby Bear's wee little bed, and the blankets were just right. She covered herself up and then fell fast asleep. Now, Goldilocks has fallen asleep in the bed, and the bears are out for a walk. And this is their home. What do you think's going to happen next? I'm afraid. About this time, the three bears came back from their walk. They went straight to the table, and suddenly Papa Bear cried out in his great big voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge!" Then Mama Bear looked at her dish, and she said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge." Then Baby Bear looked at his dish, and he said in his wee little voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge and has eaten it all up." Then the three bears began to look all around the house. Papa Bear said in his great big voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then Mama said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then Baby Bear said in his wee little voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair and has broken the bottom out of it." The three bears ran upstairs to their bedroom. Papa Bear said in his great big voice, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." Then Mama Bear said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." Then Baby Bear looked at his bed and cried out in his wee little voice, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is." Baby Bear's squeaky little voice startled Goldilocks, and she sat up wide awake. So startled means to scare or frighten or surprise. When she saw the three bears, she gave a cry, jumped up, and ran away as fast as she could. And to this day, the three bears have never seen her again. Who are our characters in our story today? Where do the bears in our story live? What did the bears eat in our story? What was in their bowls? Where do the bears sleep? How do the bears in this story act like people? So what are some things they do that people would do? What does Goldilocks do when she gets to the bear's house? How does Goldilocks decide which porridge, which chair, and which bed she likes the best? And what happens when the bears get home? Say the word "wee" with me. Excuse me. Wee means very, very small. The wee glass was too small to use for juice. All right, I want you to tell somebody about something that is wee or small that you might have or have seen. Tell them about it and tell them why you think it is wee by using the word wee. I hope you enjoyed our story. Bye.